Hey, Rosemary here. How you doing? Now, I used to think it was all on me. Not necessarily a bad thing, We are deliberate designers of life after all. However, there's a bit of a dark side to this. An underlying idea that if I didn't hold all the balls up in the air, if I didn't cross every I and dot every T, then it would all... No, it's the other way around, isn't it? Dot every I and cross every T, then it would all come crashing down and I would probably go to hell for all eternity. I was petrified of doing life wrong, okay? And it stopped me doing life at all. I passively followed along with all the rules, did what I felt I must do to keep everything ticking along, and it was all on me. The thing is, I've been spiritual forever, so I kind of knew that it wasn't supposed to be all on me, but I still thought it was. I sang all the songs, I affirmed all the affirmations, I prayed all the prayers, but I still felt utterly alone when it came to making things happen. And deep down, I didn't really believe that God wanted the best for me. Or I suppose I felt that his definition and my definition of the best were aeons apart, basically. And to trust that things were working out for my good, well, it seemed silly. And so it was all on me to force everything to work. No listening to intuition. That was too woo-woo, and only the weak did silly things like that. I kept feeling guilty about my dreams and downplaying them because it was all on me and I had no idea on how to make it work. And I did not think I was supported in any way. So I tried to convince myself to settle. And finally I got to the heart of my fear and I turned it all around. So tell me this. What if you took on the belief that everything is working out for your good? Say it with me. Everything is working out for my good. Say it. Everything is working out for my good. There's a part of you that already wants to think that, but you're scared of it. Life hasn't always been that forgiving, it's not always been that great, and you find it hard to reconcile all the pain that you've experienced with the idea of being fully supported and fully, and the universe being fully on your side. And so though you say the words, your heart doesn't really believe it, which means that your actions are so careful, so controlled, so sensible. You don't want to take no risk because you don't know who's going to catch you, man. And all you get then is a limited experience of life. You get a life that is completely devoid of miracles, and you feel you must settle for less than everything you really do want. Happiness seems to be a pipe dream that all the woo-woo people, speak about, the weak ones propose, whereas you, the strong Lone Ranger, you tell yourself that it's not sensible to expect to be happy all the time. Honey, you are doomed to get exactly what you expect, which is not much at all. And if you're happy enough with what you get, then okay, fine, you don't really belong in this community. I'm not sure why you're even listening to me. But if you are still here and there's a part of you that longs for something more, then imagine with me a world where you truly believe that the universe has your back, that God himself or source or universe wants you to live in abundance, in fulfillment, in freedom, in prosperity in all areas of your life. And, it's the unlimited kind, not the sensible, I'm being so spiritual and so I limit myself and call it holy kind. No, not that. Go on, look inside of you. Check for signs that you think your higher power wants you to suffer or at least wants to limit your potential. See how that belief stifles you. See how you've been conditioned to think you have to settle for less in order to be spiritual. Choose to let the crazy idea go, okay? Replace it with everything is always working out for my good, for my highest good, okay? And also another belief is, God or universe or source wants me to prosper abundantly in all areas and there are no limits. Say that to yourself, okay? Tell me, or tell yourself, how differently would you act if you really truly knew that everything was working out for your highest good? Not some average kind of good, that you had to try to be happy about when it arrives. No. And you don't need to be super spiritual about this. Face the truth of what you believe about your higher power because it is critical, okay? For us in this community, our spirituality is incredibly important. And if you're harboring the idea that your higher power doesn't want you to be greedy by wishing to experience all of that life has to offer, then you'll continually stifle yourself and play yourself down. Just stop it. You are born to experience total freedom, total fulfillment, total abundance, total love. It is your divine heritage, but you will only experience the seemingly miraculous appearance of this life when you choose to co-create with Source. But how will you allow yourself to do that if you think he or she's out to get you or is not completely on your side? And so then you limit yourself to what you know and have experienced, which isn't all that much. And then you tell yourself that you must simply settle and you try to be happy with it, but you're not. And you're slightly bewildered as to why all your childish dreams were given you if you were then expected to sacrifice them. Well, honey, open your eyes, your heart, your ears, You are fully supported in designing a life that has your wildest dreams in it. You're not expected to sacrifice or to play them down. No. Okay? It is as you listen to those intuitive nudges and you act on them, then it all comes together in ways both easier and harder than you ever thought possible. Harder because you're just not used to thinking that way. Okay? Right now, with this limiting idea of being alone, you're working hard to stand mostly still. It is time to get on the narrow path of ease to total fulfillment, freedom, abundance, love. Don't you think? It's time to get on that path, isn't it? Okay, listen or read to a free copy of my book, Pray, Affirm, Receive, How to Get Clear, Stay Clear, and Take Action to Get What You Want Out of Life. It's at rosemarilonnieknight.com/book gift. Much amazing love. Until the next time, bye.